When Corbin first came, he was working really hard at trying to intimidate the rider. And those ears is what I'm working on right now. Anytime your horse gives you an issue, and it can be an older horse, a younger horse, any horse, step there, those ears are always going to be an indication, an indicator of what's going to happen before it happens. And if those ears, or an ear, is listening to you, asking, what would you like me to do? Then your horse is in a good position mentally, good place mentally. And chances of you having a problem, having a wreck, is pretty low. His beginning videos, he was really bad. Got a lot of views because it was bad. That's what people, kind of like watching NASCAR. People watch NASCAR for the wrecks, and that's what they was wanting to see. But in reality, a lot of people have a little bit of an issue and they don't realize it. And I'm at that stage with him. There's a little bit of an issue. He's not doing real bad. He's not doing any of the rearing, the bucking, anything he was doing before, but he's still not right. And you saw I got on. He's standing pretty good to get on, but his ears was locked forward, looking at something over that way. What he was looking at doesn't matter. It was the idea, it was his independence of, I'm not going to pay attention to you. I'm going to pay attention to this thing over there. I got on him and we're walking a circle. And as you see, we're walking a bunch of circles. I have his head to the side, not asking anything hard other than walk a circle. I am letting him know that I require his attention, that I am going to control speed and direction. Not only am I controlling speed and direction physically, I'm controlling speed and direction mentally. I'm controlling his desire to give me what I asked for. Now you see we're kind of Coke bottling over there a little bit because that's where he wants to go. I'm going to change directions and we're going to do some right circles. See right there, his ears go forward. Do some right circles. And walk forward in these right circles. Now in a minute, you'll see what I'm going to do about these ears. Right now, I have to get a little bit more desire to do what I'm asking him to do. I'm not doing anything physically hard. It's all mental. Now what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start letting him walk out in a direction. We're just going to kind of bounce around all over the place. And when his ears lock forward, we're going to go back in a circle. That's going to progress so that when his ears go forward, I'll touch a rein. And if I touch the rein and an ear comes back, then I'll release the rein. Every time I tell him to do something, I want that ear to come back and say, what would you like me to do? Ears forward, let's touch the right rein. Ear didn't come back, we're going to go in a circle. I am using a little bit of lag, a little bit of spur to send him forward in that circle. I don't want this physically hard, but I want it kind of mentally hard. I want him thinking about me. Now you see, as I went into this circle, his ears are bouncing around more, they're turning back to me more. Get his attention a little bit more. He goes, we'll go to that step. I don't really care. He can figure out what he's doing. I'm not asking him to do anything other than go in a circle. And if he's Coke bottling towards a step, that's his problem. See his ears locked forward? Go forward. Go forward. Until he starts to soften on me and be a little bit more willing to do what I'm asking him to do, I'm not going to release him from this circle. We'll do 1,000 circles if that's what it takes. Be patient and let the process work. He'll get tired of walking a circle. He'll start thinking, what would you like me to do? And when he does, I'm going to give him an option to go someplace forward, just at a walk. It ain't going to be hard. There, just try to pull his head away from me. The thing that I'm accomplishing mentally is attention and willingness. There, he's trying to pull his head away. Let's get it back. The thing that I'm accomplishing physically is I'm getting his body bent. I'm getting him giving his face. I'm softening his face. I'm softening his body. We got to keep going forward. Keep going forward. Ears are forward. Pick up the left rein. Ears not coming back. Let's go in a circle. Go in a left circle. I'm going to work left and right, but I'm not necessarily going to work left and right equally. I'm going to work whichever side needs more work. Often a horse will give me one ear better than the other ear. I'm going to work the ear that's not as good. Usually the ear that's not as good is the horse's dominant side. Now let's go this way. Ears back, ears are forward, pick up the left there. The ear came back. Ear came back. As long as the ear comes back, I'm going to just kind of let him walk a big circle. Let him look around. Now I picked up the left rein. You see him kind of pull back on my hand. We're going to go back in a circle. Every time I pick up my hand, that ear needs to come back and say, what would you like me to do? If the ear's not coming back, the horse is ignoring me. If the horse is ignoring me, something bad's going to happen. If the horse's attention is on me, chances are nothing bad's going to happen. If you're riding your horse, ears forward, oh, right ear came back. See if it comes back again. Didn't come back, but he steered pretty nice. There, it came back again. As long as that ear comes back, I'll just ask for a little change of direction and we'll walk a little bit bigger circle. Better. Now let's swap to the left hand. Get over here where we can do a little bit of a figure eight. Swap to the left hand, see if the left ear comes back. It did, but then it went back forward again. There, it's softening a little bit. Let's use a little bit of legs and forward. Left ear is nice and soft. Let's go left ear again. See how he kind of looked that way kind of hard, but then changed directions. That's progress. A little bit of improvement. Go back forward again. Now look at the difference in his frame when his ear is on me and when his ears are locked forward on whatever he's looking at. See his head come up when he's locked forward on something. See his head relax when he's listening to me. That is his normal position. That is his natural head carriage, relaxed like that. Up, ears forward is not his normal carriage. That's not what's comfortable for him. He's doing that to take charge, to be the dominant horse. Right rein, ear came back. Right rein, ear softened. Right rein. Now see how he's softened, but he's just kind of, as soon as I give it back, he wants to take charge. I'm going to increase the degree of difficulty in just a minute by asking for a trot. I want to get something at a walk. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I want him to understand what we're after, what I'm working towards before I ask for the trot. Now when I ask for the trot, we're going to stay in kind of a reasonably small circle so that I keep his attention on me. Right there, he's kind of pulling on me a little bit. That's him wanting to get some slack so that he can do his thing. That's one of the things that the owner told me that he was doing, which initially, when this whole thing started with him, I'm not going to give him slack. I'm going to hold that slack, and I'm actually going to change directions, give him something else to do. So let's ask for a little bit of a trot. Keep him in a small circle. Now let's go off straight. Nope, got to go straight. See right there, he kind of locked on that horse that's tied out to the patience line. I'm going to bring his head around. I'm going to start getting a little harder with my spurs. Knows what I'm asking for. Make the work get a little bit harder. Now his frame, his head's going to come up and down, resistance is going to come and go. And part of that is when they're resistant in the head, they stumble. Because when the head goes up, they're pushing with feet. So you're going to see him stumble some. And if you watch, that stumbling is going to be when he's resistant. Right there, he's pulling on my hands, or if his head is up. Right there, he was pulling on my hands, and I think he kicked up some dirt. I have my heavy snaffle bed on him. It's just a plain smooth mouth single jointed snaffle, but physically it weighs a couple of pounds because I want him to hold that bit. He really wants, see how he'll toss his head a little bit. When he tosses his head and he's not holding that bit, it's not going to feel real no, we got to go. It's not going to feel real comfortable to him. See how it got sticky when we changed directions? Changed from left to right. Engage one side of his mind to the other side. That's something we have to keep working towards. Let's go right now. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Go left. Keep going. That was better. His gait is constantly changing. Go right now. Nope, 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 nope. Right, 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 right. His ears locked forward, but he came back to me pretty quick. Leg, forward, 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 forward. Anytime I feel him pull on my hand, I'm going to use the spur on the same side. Or at least leg first and then spur if necessary. Change directions again. Left leg, left leg, left leg. Both legs forward, 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 forward. There you go. When his head gets up, his front end gets stiff. So using leg to push him forward. Keep engaging the back end. Really important. He has to have forward. I say that a lot in a lot of my videos. Now see he's wanting to kind of balk. We've got to have forward. Got to have forward. Straight. There we go. Nope. He looked at that horse out there. Kind of got stiff, wanted to do his own thing. Put a right leg, he wasn't wanting to steer. Both legs. Now, lots of forward with my legs. Pointing his nose with the reins, and then I'm getting pretty soft. I'm not really maintaining a lot of contact. Pick your feet up. Pick your feet up. Go, 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 go. He was locked. There we go. Came back pretty quick. So if you're riding your horse and you see those ears locked forward, and right there, he's not steering, left leg, and those ears stay locked forward, his mind is not on you. And he might not be doing anything real bad, but that is what happens before something real bad happens. So something to be aware of. When Corbin gets to where he's turning his ears back like that, every time I make contact with a rein or a leg, his issues are going to be over. Right now, they're not quite there. He's still wanting to hold on to that little bit of him doing what he wants to do. Still wanting to hold on a little bit of what he wants to do. But he's making progress. This is going to be a nice horse. Probably something that's going to always have to be managed to a degree. Just always aware of. Every time he looks somewhere, I'm going to change directions. Even walking him cool, warming him up, every time. Not going to give him an inch anywhere. It's different if you have a horse that typically does what you ask. You can kind of relax and let things slide and not be particularly precise or demanding. But when you have a horse, leg, you pull on my hands up off with spurs. You don't really have to trot, but he has to pick the feet up to get off of my hands. So when all his desire to make his own decisions goes away, he's going to be a nice horse. He's going to be a safe horse. He wasn't safe when he came. So that's what I'm working on with him. I don't like that we stopped and faced that way. We're going to turn, make him walk off again. Even stopping and getting off. I am not going to get off with him off like that. He has to have his attention on me. Even if I got to go right back to walking the circles that like we started. If I end with his ears forward, not paying attention to me, that's what he's going to remember. He's going to remember that he was paying attention there and I got off. He has to be paying attention to me when I get off. Those little things are huge. Now, a little bit of touch with that left rein. Nope, you going to listen to me? There we go. Little touch, rein, rein, rein. Rein, rein, and then I'll step down. Now his ears went forward. I'd rather they not, but it's progress is what we're working towards. I'll put a link here to his playlist on YouTube.